Okay, so today we're doing a little POV drive in my daily driver. That is this 2021 Ram 1500. It's a Tradesman Classic. So before we go, I'll just show you guys the outside so you know what I'm driving today. So this is the daily. I'll do a quick walk around just so you guys can see the truck. It's bone stock. I haven't done anything to it except oil changes, transmission fluid change. Probably need to put new tires on pretty soon. But it's been reliable, no problems whatsoever. And it's pretty useful to drive, especially here in Texas where everybody has a truck. You simply cannot see over traffic if you don't have a truck. So okay, let's double check this just to make sure the view is still good for you guys. Okay, actually I'll pop the hood real quick so you guys can see. This is the base Tradesman Classic, so it's a 3.6 liter, I believe, V6. Yeah. So this is basically like the Pentastar engine that comes in every Chrysler product, which is a good thing because that means it's cheap to fix and parts are easy to find because we are here in America. So, all right. I will say my favorite parts about this truck, besides the fact that it is a simple half-ton truck that also can be had for probably under 30,000, you know, with around 50,000 miles or so. I bought it with about 50,000 miles. I don't know if you guys can see, but this thing has almost 70,000. I've put like 20K miles on it in the last couple of years. Well, not even last couple of years, last pretty much a year. But I wanted to make sure I got one that has Apple CarPlay. So I have, you know, the Chick-fil-A app, very useful, yes. And then I can, you know, basically see my maps and everything as if this is my phone. So this is the basic, like, CarPlay, like the very original, I think, Uconnect 4 probably, which is the newer ones have a screen for everything, which personally I prefer having some controls. And this also has automatic climate control. So as you can see, I can change the temperature and it'll automatically set that temperature, which is something I think is very important. So the one thing I don't like is that this shift knob is a knob and not either a lever or a regular shifter. I just feel like if you're driving and you want to turn the volume down, you accidentally put it in park, and it's gonna be a big problem. But enough talking. Let's get on the road here, shall we? And also I'll show you guys really quick the gas mileage here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's over 20 miles to the gallon, which I've talked about in a previous video. But also a great thing about this truck, I've heard people with the Hemi 5.7 liter or even like a 2500 get over 20 miles to the gallon, which is pretty good. But that's just something to note. Personally, I won't get any other truck besides a Ram after having this. It's like the interior, for what it is and what it costs, is way too nice for, you know, like a very basic kind of work truck. The equivalent F-150 or like Toyota product just does not compare. So I'm gonna do kind of a normal drive. This is not gonna be like when I did the E36 M3 POV drive, because this is not a vehicle to be ripping around in, simply. And it is wet too, so definitely not the conditions for it. But I don't take the E36 out when it's raining like this. So. Make sure this is good still. That you guys can see correctly. Okay. I think we're good. I'll do a little pull here on this on-ramp to the freeway so you guys can get a feel for how slow, or maybe not slow, this thing is. Honestly, my M3 is not much faster, if at all, than this, because the M3 is a slow car. And this is the setup, so I don't know if you guys can see. Okay. Okay. Now there's traffic, so I'm not going to do a pull. Just get on it a little bit. Visibility is very good because this is a 4th gen. Actually, I think most of trucks out there don't have very big blind spots because this is a crew cab 4-door, so you know, your C-pillar is not really that serious. So. So cruising on the freeway, there's traffic right now, but if I'm doing 70, it's still like 1500 RPM. It says 8-speed automatic transmission. Gonna get off here and probably get some gas, but there's really not a whole lot to see. This is a reliable daily driver, does everything I needed to do. If anything, I only really use the truck bed when I go to Home Depot or I'm getting some stuff for the properties, doing some real estate kind of things. But just daily driving, it's like a chilled, normal, like 1500 truck. Trying to resist putting 35s or, you know, lifting it or anything like that, because it's simply unnecessary for daily driving. And this Mini Cooper is going to try to cut me off, I'm sure. unintelligent. I will say the interior is also just very quiet. Like on the freeway, you know, when I had a Wrangler for a while in Hawaii, it was so noisy just driving on the freeway if you're doing more than like 50 miles an hour. But in this, I mean, it's super quiet. I mean, there's hardly much wind noise, and you know, it's not like a loud engine or anything. I have the stock exhaust on it and all that, so. Forgot it's Sunday and Costco is going to be a zoo. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to see. I'm not going to keep this going for too long because this is a very regular car. So I'll probably just go a little further into the parking lot here so you can see kind of the turn radius on the truck and just a little more of like the point of view in terms of the visibility and what you can see. But if you can't already tell, the visibility is great. You can see a lot. Nice Type R right there. Nice. Yeah, so I mean, if I wanted to like turn around, turn radius is pretty decent. I can still turn all the way around. Yeah. Okay, well, that's a disgusting puddle. Probably gonna end this video here. There's probably not much left to see, not much else to see, so hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.